Alright, let's do it. Welcome everyone to Cryptity's ranking show. As you can see, today we will be ranking Friday Night Monsters, a mod I really enjoy. So let's not beat around the bush and let's get right into it.
The idiotic thing I did?
Yeah, I remember. I was marrying you, you crazy bitch!
Oh boy, Dead Cells. Let me tell you something, folks. See, unlike its vastly superior counterpart and the goated game that it shares its namesake with, I am not a fan of this one. But to give credit where credit is due, I do like how Gojira sounds, and I do like the instrumental. That's practically it, because everything else is very, very iffy to me. To start off, I do not like how Biollante sounds at all. As someone once said, she sounds like that fat demon from Paradigm, and it sounds really bad. I think this sounds even worse than that fat demon, because it sounds wildly out of tune, and none of the melody she sings sounds good at all. Then there's the melodies. I don't necessarily find them bad, but I find them very boring. Maybe it's just me, but I just tune out whenever I listen to this. No, that's definitely a me thing. Well, I don't really know what else to say. I guess someone complained about its length. I don't really notice it because I don't care enough about this song. I hate this chromatic. I hate Biollante. This song is just so boring to me. I'm sorry. I just really don't like this song at all. Oh boy, Paradigm. Where do I begin? Well, I can say I really enjoy this opening. I like the melodies. I enjoy the melodies. I think this instrumental is good. The chromatics I'm a bit iffy on. I like the Cultist chromatic, but Zero's... he's a bit rough around the edges. In this opening he sounds fine, but he doesn't sound great for the rest of the song. Oh yes, speaking of, while I do enjoy this opening, it's all good until Zero kills the cultists and the Bat Demon shows up. It sounds really bad there. I don't like how the bat sounds. You know when I said I mentioned that the Bat Demon sounded like how Biollante sounded in Dead Cells? Yeah, well, take a wild guess what I think about this chromatic. Even though I said I think Biollante sounds worse there, doesn't mean that this chromatic is good. It still sounds like absolute shit and is utilized really poorly. Oh yeah, and then Zero turns into this monster and he also sounds like absolute dog shit. The only saving grace is that it only lasts for a turn, but that doesn't mean it sounds good. And the rest I just tune out for the rest of this song because this chromatic sounds like ass, and the rough edges around Zero's chromatic just really shows. And then this ending, it's just slow. It just goes slow, and this chromatic just sounds really, really awful here. So yeah, overall, great start, and then just fumbled the bag at the end.
reckless use of your powers. You will both be coming with us.
Look, Colossus, I don't have time for the goody two-shoes bullshit right now.
So, Forlorn Colossus. I wish I was bigger on this song, but there are glaring issues I have with this song. For starters, I am not big on the Blight's chromatic. He sounds muffled, kinda. I can hear him, but I don't know, I just expect this chromatic to sound more powerful, like the likes of Red or some of the other characters, than how he sounds here. My second problem comes with its length. It's apparently 2.5 minutes long, but for some reason the song feels like it's even shorter than that. I would like it to be longer. Maybe I would have liked the song more if it were longer. And then my third problem is the melodies. I like this opening, I like the tone it's going for, but then it feels like it's dropped after the Blight bursts through the Titan's skull, because I do not like the rest of this. The melodies don't sound like they flow together, and I don't like how these chromatics sound in these parts. I will say though, I do like this instrumental a lot. The opening has this ominous, sad feel to it that just... I really enjoy it. And I really like this second half. It sounds intense and it really comes across what you're going against. It sounds so good. All in all, I wish I could like the song more, but unfortunately, the problems hold it back a lot.
This, America that! What a load of rubbish that is, eh, mate?
American port. Oh boy. Look, there's some really good stuff here, but there's also a lot of bad that prevents me from putting this any higher. Let's start with my positive. I do like how some of these melodies sound, and I do like this instrumental. It's a good vibe, it reminisces of Gameboy stuff, I believe. I've never checked one out. But yeah, these melodies are good, and I vibe with this instrumental quite a bit. But there's one major problem that I have with this song. It is bit crushed to oblivion. I know in the main story game, Godzilla is apparently bit crushed, but it is not to an insane degree that his chromatic sounds like an unpleasant noise to listen to. This chromatic for this Game Boy Godzilla sounds atrociously awful, and I hate how it hurts my ears. BF is also bit crushed to hell and back. It's very unpleasant too, but not nearly as unpleasant as Godzilla's. My other problem with this song is the melodies. Okay, let me explain. I know I said that I liked the melodies, but there are also times in this song where the melodies are just lost on me and it just sounds like noise. This instrumental is good, but it also mixes with the melodies, and because of how bad these chromatics are, sometimes the melodies just doesn't sound like anything to me at all, really. And then my last problem is the length. Yeah, I know I complained about the length in the last entry, but in that time I felt like that song was too short. This time I feel like it's a bit too long, but it's not as egregious. I can live with the long length, I just wish it was cut down just a bit. Oh yeah, and this part where Godzilla goes mad. I actually kind of like this part. I like how the melody sounds, and the instrumental goes kind of hard. But Godzilla still sounds like ass. Actually, both sounds like ass still. Yeah, my main problem with this song is the chromatics, because I think everything else is fine, but if it just weren't for these bad chromatics, this song would be... I'd like this song more. Martian Clash. I'm neither for nor against it. The melodies are fine, the instrumental is just okay, and I'm not really bothered with either of the chromatics, they're both just fine. That's literally just whole the song is, it's just fine. I don't really care about it that much. It's the shortest song in the mod, so it doesn't really give it any leeway to put it any higher, but it's not a bad song by any means. It's just there. Yeah, this song just being as short as it is and not really being at all interesting aside from just everything else being okay. Yeah, I just don't really care about this song. It's just kind of mediocre. Yeah.
What is that?
There's a hole.
Yeah, I can see that. What's it doing there?
Well, I woke up this morning. Then there was a hole.
Trypophobia. I can describe how I feel to this song in just one picture. It is boring. Look, I like the tone it's going for, and I do like both the chromatics, but everything else is just so... it's so uninteresting to me. And when I say uninteresting, I mean one note, because nothing happens. Like, it opens ominously, but nothing really happens. It starts off like this, and then after this hive thing just blows up and the other Matango monster shows up, it just repeats itself. Nothing happens. It goes nowhere. Like, I feel like this song could be interesting, but musically, it's just so nothing. Look, I get the like for this song, but it is just so boring and monotonous to me. I just really can't get into this song that much.
No. That right there is Zilla. the bastardized and shamed American version that Toho literally bought the rights to and completely rebranded just to murder on screen.
Take that, America.
Oh, this is gonna be a hot take. Yeah, I do not click with massive nuclear aggressors that much. Let's start with my negatives first so I can end this off on a positive note. For starters, I am not big on Zilla's chromatic. I don't think Zilla sounds bad, but he sounds really muffled and Gojira kind of overpowers him when they duet. Secondly is the melodies. It is really spammy. I don't necessarily dislike spam, but this is a case where I don't really like how it's utilized. It just doesn't really sound good to me. My third problem is the constant intensity. I don't necessarily dislike intense songs, but this is one of those times where I don't really vibe with how constantly intense it is. Especially at the end after the admittedly really cool slow part after the buildings explode, but then it just goes right back into the intensity and it doesn't really sound good to me at all. But let's get to my positives now. The aforementioned slow part sounds really good because I think the chromatics sound at their best there. And I do really like this instrumental that's aptly named Death to the False Emperor. It's really cool name, and I really vibe with this instrumental. Overall, it's a song that revolves around a really iconic scene from the Godzilla franchise, but this song just doesn't work for me at all.
Check out my perfect form. It's perfect.
This one's also probably another hot take of mine. I am not that big on Zephyr. Mars Mix specifically. There are two main reasons why I'm not big on this song. One is Dogura. Dogura is way too high-pitched for my liking, and it's mixed so weirdly that it's kind of annoying to listen to, personally. Also, there are points in this song where it sounds like there's another Dogura singing and it sounds really weird. And then my second reason is that I feel like this song kinda drags. Yeah, 2.5 isn't that long, but the pacing just kinda makes it feel like it lasts longer than it really should. And doesn't really interest me that much, to be honest. But let's get to my positives. One, I really enjoy this instrumental. It's just a really good vibe that I like to bop my head to. And then my second reason is the melodies. I do really enjoy how these melodies sound despite Dogura. So yeah, two main reasons why I'm not big on this song and two main reasons why I do like this song. Perfectly cancels each other out to just mid. High tier mid, but still mid.
Getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
I like Zephyr Earth a lot more than Mars. Not exactly a rare comment, cause I have seen people say they like this one version more than the other. But yeah, this song practically fixed every problem that I had with the other one. The mini Doguras sound better, and the short length works in its favor. And it still has the positives that I gave to the Mars mix. I like the melodies, I really like this instrumental. Yeah, I really enjoy this one. Now you're probably wondering, why is this only a B tier? To be honest, I don't really have a good reason. I just don't really click with this song as much as other people do. Yeah, that's my excuse. But hey, really high B tier ain't too shabby. Especially now that we're getting into songs that I really enjoy. So yeah, big improvement over the last entry. And now we're starting to get into the good stuff. Ozymandias, the Red TV song. I think there's a lot to like about this song. I like the chromatics of both Godzilla and the Griever, and I love this instrumental and melodies. It really conveys the emotion of sadness here, which fits perfectly here because, well, it's the Griever. But I do have one small problem, is that I feel like this song is a bit dragged out. I mean, 4 minutes and 30 seconds? That's a bit preposterous, don't you think? So yeah, while I do like this first half, I start to tune out near the end because this lasts for 2 minutes. It really should not last this long. Thankfully, everything goes uphill once the ambusher reveals itself. I really like the ambusher's chromatic, and that's all I'll say. And everything from this point beyond, it just sounds so good. All these melodies, all the instruments, this just sounds so... How can I describe it? It just sounds so good. Especially with this ending jingle with the Griever and the Ambusher duetting with each other. Oh, it sounds so good. It's a shame that after the Griever dies, the song still stays around for an extra few seconds. Which it kind of did for the opening, because the opening felt like it lasted for a little too long before the Griever started singing. So yeah, there are moments in this song where it feels like it's dragged out to hell, but god, everything in the second half just makes me want to ascend. It's so good.
Kirby is a single-celled organism known most commonly as an amoeba.
Ooh, this one's gonna be a hot take for the opposite reasons as the ones recently. I really like Amoeba. I enjoy the melodies, I like this instrumental, and I think Kizura sounds good. Honestly, this would have been A tier if it just weren't for one thing. Godzilla sounds at his worst in this song. In the rest of the songs he's in, he sounds fine. At worst. Why does he sound so bad in this song? Okay, maybe not bad, but his performance is really lackluster. So yeah, I'd like this song a lot more if Gojira had a better chromatic. Ooh, Mysterian. I like Mysterian. I like practically everything about this. I like both chromatics, I like the melodies, and the instrumental. And I especially like this big pop-off point. It goes really hard. But I can't really put this song any higher because, well, the song isn't really anything special or stellar. Like, it's good, but it's not better than what's to come. So, to scratch. This was a song in the demo of Monster of Monsters before it got scrapped. But what do I think of this song? I actually kinda like this song. This opening sounds really good. I think BF sounds good, and Godzilla also sounds pretty good. Then Godzilla becomes Godzilla.exe, because that was a thing. Don't question it. So yeah, once the Faker reveals himself, this song starts to pick up speed and sounds really good. This instrumental starts to go really hard, and I really enjoy these melodies that are sung, especially when they go back into that pixelated gamey form. And then Godzilla.exe decided to go corny as all hell, and proceeds to say probably one of, if not the most campiest lines I've ever heard in an FNF song. And you know what? Considering its source material, I kind of like it. It's so stupid, but in a good way. And then this ending. I kind of like how this ending sounds, but nothing really sticks out to me. So yeah, this song is just the epitome of I like it, but nothing really more than that. Hence why it's not any higher. Man, I really wish I can put Hope Eater higher, but unfortunately there's just one major problem that I have with this song. I do not like Mothra's chromatic at all. She sounds way too high-pitched for me, her melodies don't flow together, and she sounds very choppy. Sad part is, this is a Mothra exclusive song. So unfortunately I'm gonna have to put up with this chromatic. And put up I do, because everything else in this song, save for a few things, are really, really good. To start off, I really like this instrumental. It's such a good vibe that I really enjoy listening to. Also really captures this etherealness to it. And then the melodies. Oh boy, I really like these melodies. They're so catchy and really fun to listen to. And Beaker. Yeah, he's definitely carrying this song because he sounds really good. But yeah, remember when I said I had just a few small problems with this song? Well, you know how I don't like Mothra's chromatic? Well, there is one chromatic in this song that I think is worse than Mothra's. And it shows right about here. Yeah, this glitchy spinner sounds really bad. Like, the chromatic makes sense, but that doesn't mean it sounds good, and it's very unpleasant to listen to. Thankfully, it only lasts for a few turns. And once that glitchy spinner goes away, speaker and Mothra starts singing some really good melodies that I love to listen to. Melodies just always keep getting stuck in my head. They sound so good! And especially with this instrumental complementing everything wonderfully. Oh man, this song sounds so good. But even with how good this song is, did it really have to be 5 minutes long? I feel like some of that time could have been cut down. But oh well, I don't necessarily mind the long length this time because I feel like this song uses its time pretty well. Oh yeah, and then there's the ending. Oh man, that ending sounds good. It opens with this really cool, nice beat, and then it becomes tense in a way that sounds really pleasant on my ears, before finally building up to the ending. Man, I really like this song, and I wish I could put this in S, but unfortunately Mothra, that damnable glitchy spinner, and this 5-minute runtime prevents me from putting it any higher.
Remnants of a life inside. Just hide the sight from weary eyes. Who knows the horrors beyond that side?
Ah, Remnant, my boy! You were so close to greatness! I really like this song. These melodies and instrumentals go so hard. And these chromatics... well... alright, I guess Gezora does sound at his weakest in this song. I still like how he sounds, but there are parts of this song where he doesn't sound very good. But yeah, let's start talking about this song phase by phase. Starting off with its opening, I think this opening sounds really cool. It perfectly captures the tone and atmosphere about this song. This unease, this sadness, this misery. And yet, it all sounds so good as it builds up to the second part. And oh man, does that second part go hard. The intensity begins to ramp up a bit, and man, it just sounds so good. And I'm a sucker for when songs put motifs of other songs in their songs, if you know what I mean. So, you can guess how happy I was when I heard Bad Omen and Amoeba motifs in this song. Man, they sound so good! Easily my favorite parts of the song. Especially when that Amoeba motif leads into this final segment where both you and Gezora, and the weird little lanky creature that stands behind him, gets sucked into a black hole. And man, this part goes so hard, building up to the beat drop, and then it fumbles. Yeah, this is the main reason why I have this song in A. Gezora is practically inaudible at this part of the song, and it really bothers me. Cause the thing is, I hear Gojira fine. Why is Gezora so quiet in this song? Especially when this is supposed to be the big pop-off part of the song. I promise you, if you fix that ending, this song would immediately skyrocket to S+, maybe even double S. But as of now, it's a really good song, but with a really flawed ending.
dog. It's among the darkest omens in our world.
Oh man, Bad Omen. I really, really like this song. For starters, I really like this instrumental. Lifer kills it with instrumentals, and it's no different here. It really gives off that mysterious, otherworldly feel to this song. I also really enjoy these melodies. They're super catchy, they flow so well together, and I just really like how this sounds. Oh yeah, and Gizora, I almost forgot about you. Yeah, I still like how he sounds, and especially here, once he starts glitching out. I like how Gizora sounds higher pitched when he's like this. It kinda sounds like he's in pain almost. And that's especially prevalent at the end when Gizora goes completely red and the screen is filled with his eyes. And that part, I really like how that ends, especially with the ending jingle. So yeah, I really vibe with this song. Main reason it's not any higher is cause I vastly prefer the other songs.
Don't scare you. You're bigger than I thought you were. You're bigger than I thought.
Bad signal. A man once said, "Bad signal is bad omen, but better." And while personally I don't think you should compare the two, I do agree that I like this song more. For starters, I really like the melodies that are sung here. I don't really know how to describe them, but they are just really pleasant on my ears, especially in that middle portion. Then there's Mogira. I don't think I talked about him in detail yet, but I really do like how Mogira sounds. All the characters in this mod are bit crushed, but Mogira is the only one to really sound robotic, and it sounds really good. And then this instrumental. What do you want me to say, man? It's so good. And then this ending kicks into high gear. Once Mogira says his name in this clean as hell animation, and the melodies and instrumentals goes all in on this ending. It sounds so good. Maybe he was right after all when he said Bad Signal was a better Bad Omen.
What the hell are you? Spawn.
now we start getting into the songs I call my favorite of all of FNF. Starting us off, we have Spawn. I really like this song. Let's start off with these chromatics. I think Gojira sounds good, and I like Matango's chromatic. I think we're starting to get into the realm where I can't really describe these chromatics as beyond I like them. Whatever. I like them, so doesn't matter. Then we have these melodies. These really catchy as hell melodies. Man, I love them so much. I just really like how these melodies sound, especially when more Matangos show up. I also really like this instrumental. I think it complements everything very well. And it's really nice to listen to. But the best part is the ending. Because man, I really like this ending so much. The hive pops, and the Matangos sound almost panicked. These aliens are an alien hive mind. It would make sense that the destruction of their, well, source would cause them to start freaking out, like the death of a queen of an insect hive. So yeah, all in all, really like this song, but there's even better to come.
It's pretty.
And here we have Wilting, Not Wilted. A song I really enjoy. I don't really know in depth why, I just really like these melodies and instrumental. But I also really like this chromatic for Biolante. Spoilers for BioWar, but I like this chromatic is an edited version of that chromatic. Or maybe it's the other way around, I don't know. But either way, they're both 9,000 times better than the one used in Dead Cells. And I like this rose form chromatic is a bit higher pitched than that chromatic to differentiate this form from that form. I will not be talking about that form until we get to BioWar. I have standards, you know. But anyways, yeah, I don't know, I really click with this song and I don't really know why. But either way, it's not surpassing these songs.
Are you alone? You won't last 30 seconds playing this game.
The First Instance. This song would technically count as an instrumental song, but this song was designed to mostly be an instrumental. But this was designed to be its own songs, unlike the other Osu songs. So that means I get to rank this. And man, this song goes so hard. For starters, there are chromatics in this song, but they're only really used in this beginning part, all the way till that big pop-off moment. But yeah, both Suitmation Godzilla and this player character who I'm pretty sure is named Cam from what I saw, or I may be remembering incorrectly. Let me know, please. But anyway, they both sound good, and I really enjoy these melodies and instrumentals because, oh, this goes so fucking hard. They never fail to get my head to start bopping like crazy, and these melodies really stick with you. And especially at this part, where it all starts to slow down, and then it begins to build up towards this big pop-off moment. Because man, this arc goes really hard. Don't even know what really to say, because man, I just enjoy this part so much. It just screams to me, literally. But I guess there's also one more thing to note, is that in this V2 of First Instance, Lifer added a little extra segment at the end, and man, that part goes so good! These melodies and these instrumentals, oh man, I don't even know how they managed to make it go even harder, but it does, and it sounds so good. Yeah, I really like this song. Only real reason it's not any higher is because I just really like the other songs more.
Is that a fucking... What is that? Is that a tank? Corey, drop.
Metal March. God, I really like this song so much. And this song was so close to P tier. But unfortunately, there's one small problem, and that's in this part of the song. It's that I feel like these melodies are a bit repetitive. Now, I don't necessarily mind repetitive songs, as long as the parts repeated sound really good, and they utilize it very well. But, I don't know, I don't hate this part. I still really like it, but it's kinda noticeable and it kinda detracts to me personally. But that's really it, because I love everything else so much. I love how these melodies sound, this instrumental sounds great, and I think Tankzilla sounds very good. He sounds like he has Gojiro's chromatic, but very edited. Like, you can tell they're similar, but you very much notice the difference. But you want to know the best part of this song? It's right here when Mothplane shows up, because holy hell, she sounds amazing. Like, infinitely better than what Mothra actually sounds like. And man, she puts on a show with this duet she sings with Gojira, because man, it sounds really good. And then, it suddenly slows down. Mothplane and Tankzilla begin to duet with each other, and they sound really good together. And then, Gojira. Oh man. Gojira sounds amazing when he sings this melody with this amazingly well-crafted build-up to the massive pop-off at the end. Because man, this sounds so good. Oh, and said pop-off with both the vehicles and Gojira duetting. God, what do I even need to say? They both sound so good in this song. These back and forths, these duets, these melodies, these instrumentals. Oh, they all work in tandem so well. But you want to know what the craziest part is? We're not even on my top 10. Ready yourselves, folks, cause shit's about to get even peaker. Unbelievable Destroyer. I really enjoy this one. Where do I start? Well, I think I can start with saying I really like both these chromatics. And I can't say anything beyond that. But what I can say is that I really enjoy these melodies. This opening sounds intense. Like it's telling you to stop this monster no matter what. And man, I really like how these melodies sound. And it's all complemented really well with this instrumental known as Gravity Unleashed. And then it takes a little bit of a pause. And then they start singing again, but this time a bit slower. But I really enjoy how these melodies sounds. And it's a really good transition for when Varan uses his ability. And that part goes really hard and really comes across danger of Varan's ability, but Gojira keeps up. And after this intense part, there's a bit of breathing room here. Likely for both kaijus to catch their breath and charge their abilities again. And when they do charge their abilities again, oh man, it goes really hard. It really comes across how dire this final stand for Varan is, as he pops off in this really long turn of his, but Gojira managed to keep up with him, and this ending starts to slow down until both kaijus go out in one last scream. I really enjoy that this song makes Varan come across as the same power level as Gojira, with both kaiju screaming at each other in tandem with each other, and I much appreciate how the intensity of this song is utilized. So yeah, really like this song, but it only gets much better from here. Malformed Mollusk. Another Matango song, but this time it was done by Bitfox. And he did a really good job here. You already know my thoughts on both these chromatics, but God, I really love these melodies so much. There's this main melody that's repeated twice in this song, and the build up to that melody and the melody itself goes so hard. It sounds so good! And that's especially helped with this instrumental, cause oh my god, it just sounds beautiful to listen to. Like, during the more quote-unquote intense parts, it never fails to get my head to start bopping. But during the more calmer segments, I just feel like my soul left my body. It feels so good. Yeah, I just love everything about this song. From the chromatics, to the melodies, to this beautiful instrumental. Oh, I just love it so much. And to think that there are 8 songs I like more than this. Well, sadly, it's true. So let's go.
What's the matter, Sydney? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Oh boy, Stray. I really like Stray. To start off, I really like these chromatics. I think Gojira and Titanosaurus sound really good in this song, though I will say the only reason this song isn't any higher is because I think there's one turn where I think Titanosaurus sounds really weird. That's really it, because I love everything else. I love these melodies. This opening sounds so good. Really hooks you in to listen to the rest of this song. After that segment, both Gojira and Titanosaurus begin to build up to this really clean and really good pop-off. Oh man, it sounds so good. I haven't mentioned it yet, but I really like this instrumental. Sounds almost ethereal. Sounds almost sad. It sounds beautiful. Yeah, I really enjoy this instrumental. And this part is also really cool, where it all slows down, and then it builds into this really good, intense part. I think it sounds really good. I also really like how occasionally you can hear Gojira and Titanosaurus screaming at each other. I enjoy how it sounds. And then it stops and you see that Godzilla has become like Titanosaurus. Just bones. And then it slowly but surely builds up into this final stand. And oh man, it sounds so good. I like that it's like a repeat of the opening melodies that you hear. And it sounds amazing. So yes, I really enjoy this song. But unfortunately, I just like these next songs more. Oh god, I love Paramnesia so much. I used to have this only in A tier and I don't know what I was on because this song is so good. For starters, let's talk about this instrumental because oh man, I love it. I can't read kanji so I don't know what the instrumental name is, but I don't care because it sounds amazing. It sounds so otherworldly. It sounds weird, but in a very good way. I should also say I love these chromatics. Gojira you already know, but I like Nakazora's chromatic. It practically sounds what you'd expect this creature to sound like, plus I think it sounds a bit like Azora too, which perfectly helps sell that this lanky aberration has connections to the mutated cuttlefish. Speaking of, while I don't count visuals to these songs since I only care about music, I love the visuals in this song. It is so beautiful. Like, I love this segment where you just see flashes of Gazora's previous form singing in tandem with this new weird creature. It's so good. And this phase too, where it all takes this more intense turn and glimpses of your future opponents. Oh, it's so stunningly amazing! And god, this instrumental goes so hard here. And let's not forget the melodies too, because they both sound good too. But you can't tell me this phase isn't good. Like, I know this isn't my favorite part, but come on, these melodies go so hard here. Not Gazora sounds at his best here. I love how these melodies sound. And this instrumental rubs my autistic brain in the best way possible. Oh, this song is so good. And let's not forget this ending too, because this is the most perfect wind down I've ever listened to. All just starts slowing down, and then it ends off on the most impactful long notes in FNF history. Man, I don't have any words to describe just how much I love this song. But there's just a few more songs that I like more than this.
fine with that! Oh!
Oh boy, Collision. Oh, I really enjoy Collision. You see, when this mod was teased way before this mod release, I was really looking forward to it. Cause I did think this opening was a bit slow, but nowadays I've grown used to it. It's a really good opening, nice vibe to listen to, and I like how both characters sound. But yeah, I really like this opening, but I didn't really think it was anything too special until this part, and then, well... Oh, that beat drop goes so hard, and these melodies go all in! As it begins to pick up, and both sound really, really good here. And this is where the teaser cuts off part of the song, but now that the mod released, we get a full look at it, and... Good God, I love this song! This instrumental goes so fucking hard. Oh, I love these melodies too. These schematics sound really good here. Oh man, I just love this. I mean, you see how high I place this song. You know I like this. God, I don't even know what more to say, cause this song goes all in, cause it sounds so good. And I love how this song sounds. But things seem to get better here. King Kong and Gojira have a really good back and forth with each other. And then, oh man, that build-up is one of the best build-ups I've ever heard. Good God, I love how these melodies sound. Gojira and King Kong sound amazing there. And the instrumental does wonders to complement this part of the song. All to build up to Kong Killer. I really like how Kong Killer sounds, and I can't really describe it more than that. But while I don't really hear King Kong and Gojira, I don't necessarily mind since it's mostly Kong Killer taking a spotlight, and it sounds really good. And this ending also sounds really good. Yeah, I don't know what more to say. I adore this song to pieces. Crazy how we aren't even at my top 5 yet. Well, why don't we get there?
Something's a little off there.
Oh man, I really like Out of Place. Where do I begin? Well, I can start with these chromatics. I like them and how they're used. That's all I have to say. Now let's talk about these melodies. Oh man, I love them. My head starts banging every time I hear them. And it's massively helped with this banger of an instrumental called Havoc. God, this song goes so hard. I love how this song goes all in on its melodies and instrumental. And then it periodically stops to give you some breathing room when it goes in for the next big pop-off part, because oh, it makes them sound so good. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I mean, you see how high I put this song, and you heard how much I gushed about the songs I put below this. God, I love this song, but it only gets better from here on out. Why does this song go so hard for a joke song? I honestly have no words, because, oh man, this song is amazing. Like, it's beyond ridiculous, but it also perfectly captures this being a final battle so well, and it sounds so good. Like, I like both these chromatics, I love these melodies, and oh man, I really, really like this instrumental known as Quarterback. But why don't we talk about this song more in detail? For starters, I really like this opening. It perfectly lets you know what you're getting into. A final battle, but it's also a joke. And then John Madden pulls out the keyboard. I don't know why, but I really like this. It sounds so good, and I really like listening to how these keyboard sounds. It's just very pleasing on my ears. Man, I just love it. And then there's this bit of a slow part, which gives the song a bit of breathing room. And then it builds up to something really, really good. Because, oh man, I love these guitars. God damn, my head be jamming. Oh man, I love this guitar that both Zolta and John Madden plays. Oh, these melodies go so good. I love this instrumental. Oh, I love everything about this part. But you wanna know what the crazy part is? This isn't even the best part. Cause once both of them are done playing with their instruments, they're both done holding back. And oh man, I love how these melodies sound in this part. I can just feel myself ascending every time I listen to this. It sounds so good. Then this final stand. Oh, I love it. Oh, these melodies. This instrumental is at its peak here. My head be jamming so hard to this song. Oh, I love it. And then it perfectly builds up all to this final moment where Zolta gets off the killing blow. Oh, I love it. I don't know what more to say. I love this song to pieces. But there's just 3 more songs that I like more. Wait, I know what more to say. This segment late, let's... And now we get to the songs I consider some of my favorites in all of media. Starting off with Alamnesia. Oh man, where do I start? Well, I guess I can start with how I usually start. I like both these chromatics. I really click with not Mogira's chromatic. I like that it sounds like Mogira's, but I don't know if distorted is the right word, but it sounds like it, but it isn't Mogira's, and I really like it. Now let's start with these melodies. I really like this opening. It's just an overall really nice vibe to listen to, and it especially sounds nice once it begins to pick up speed. Oh man, I really like how these melodies sound, and that's especially helped with this instrumental. Oh man, I really like this. But everything gets better once Not Mogira begins to sing. Not these chromatics, mind you, but actual lyrics. Do I even need to say anything? Oh, these sound beautiful to listen to. I love the lyrics themselves and how they nod back to the original creepypasta. But, I don't know, it just fits. And it sounds great. And after... oh, I love how these melodies sound. I just jam to this, cause, man, it's amazing. But once this little not Mogira drone shows up, God, these melodies go in, and I love how they sound. And then it begins to pick up speed, more and more, until Not Mogira screams its name as its final battle cry. And oh man, these melodies and instrumentals just make me want to ascend. It sounds so good. And then this ending. Oh, it sounds so beautiful and a perfect way to end this song off. It sounds sad, but also a bit hopeful? I don't know, but I just love how it sounds. I have no more words. I love this song, but shockingly, there are 2 more songs that I like more than this. Man, what can I say about BioWar? I really like this song. I guess I can continue where I left off on Wilting. I really like Biolante's chromatic here. It sounds deeper and more monstery than how it sounded in the Rose form. and I really dig it. Well, it is like 9,000 times better than whatever the hell they used in Dead Cells. But yes, I really dig this chromatic. But you also want to know what else I dig? These melodies. They sound really pleasant and very catchy to me. And I don't know, it just really clicks with me. I especially like this part right here when they motif Bad Signal. You know me, I like it when songs motif other songs, and it sounds really good. Oh yeah, I guess there's another thing I should mention. This instrumental. I don't know why, but I really, really like it. It complements everything very well, and it just sounds really, really nice to listen to. Do you want to know what the best part about this song is? It's right here. Cause man, this retro gamey part right here, it sounds really nice. Shame it lasts for a turn, but I'm glad it references the original art style of the original creepypasta. But man, this build-up right here sounds amazing, and especially during that pop-off when it all goes back to normal, cause holy heck, it sounds amazing. Especially with this instrumental complementing everything really well, and then man, it gets my head banging. And man, I really like this ending. After this big pop-off part with Violante and Gojira, which is admittedly kind of the weakest part of the song. It's not bad, but kinda weak compared to the rest of it. But this wind down repeating the opening melodies of this song, oh, it sounds really good. And it sounds kind of beautiful to listen to. But man, I really, really like this song. But there's just one song that I think is superior. Yes, Red Killer is first. I know, but come on, can you blame me? Like, there's a reason this song is the most popular song in this song. Like, Sturm always makes really good songs, and this is no exception. So why don't we start talking about it? For starters, Red's chromatic. Like, he sounds really good, of course, but I also really like that it sounds like an actual voice instead of computer synthesized sound effect. He sings some really, really good melodies. Like, this opening really gets across the danger that you're in right now, telling you this threat is not like the ones you faced before. And man, I really like how this sounds. And then it takes a bit of a pause, and then it begins to build up and flames begin to rise. And you can finally see this hell beast clearly, and it looks really, really good. And this instrumental helps accentuates everything, cause oh man, it sounds amazing. I can't even say anything more than that. I can't even put into words how much I love this. And then this part where it goes all intense, and oh man, it sounds amazing here. This instrumental goes in, and I love how these melodies sound. guess I should also talk about the length, but it doesn't bother me because the pacing is so good you don't even notice it's 5 minutes. But oh man, this part right here gets my head banging, because oh, this sounds amazing. This instrumental goes so hard, and these melodies sound amazingly well done here. And then this part right here sounds amazing. It's definitely my favorite part, because oh, these melodies, the way Red sounds, this instrumental just, oh, it just sounds very, very, very good to my ears. Like, it sounds climactic, but I don't know if hopeful is the right word, but oh, it sounds amazing. Then this song takes a bit of a pause, and then, oh man, it begins to build up to something really, really grand. Yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the cave painting part, because, oh, it sounds amazing. But I think I need to mention that I feel it's kind of the most overhyped part of the song. Like, it's not bad by any means. No, I really, really like it. But people calling it the best part of the song? Like, visually it's amazing, but musically? I don't get it. But, oh well. Because this part still rocks. And don't even get me started on this ending. Oh man, it is a very, very fantastic way to end this song off. The instrumental goes all in, and my head be jamming to these melodies because they sound amazing. So, all in all, I love this song, but I think you guys already knew that. And while this is the most basic option I can pick for number 1, I'm proud to have it as my favorite as the song. In the mod full of banger songs, this song is the most banging to me, and oh, it's amazing. What a way to end this mod and this ranking off. that was Friday Night Monster of Monsters. Overall, a really, really good package. I'm sure you guys can guess, but this is definitely one of my favorite mods of all time. So anyways, yeah, finally done with this video. It took me forever, so probably gonna be a bit before I make another. But anyways, here's my tier list. Hope you all have a great day, and whenever I make another, I will see you then. Talk to you whenever I talk. See ya!